Everybody make some noise for Bill Cella!
Good evening, everyone. I'm Bill Cella. Thanks for coming to the show. Well, you know, I've been practicing this in front of a mirror. It makes me laugh, so I hope you'll enjoy it. Coincidentally, that's the same thing I say to a girl before we have sex for the first time. Anyway, I'm sure most of you recognize me from my extensive career as an extra. Been doing a lot of that recently. I even got to be an extra on The Sopranos during their last season, which was a big thrill for me. I got to sit at the bar at the Bada Bing Club and pretend to drink alcohol and look at topless girls for like 4 hours. It's quite a stretch for me. A brilliant performance. Oh, and when the shoot was done, they told me the compensation was going to be $75. I thought that was fair, so I paid them. Anyway, I was thinking about maybe switching my cell phone service over to Singular. They claim they have the fewest dropped calls. I could use that because I drop my phone all the time. You know, I even dropped it into a public toilet once. Ugh. Had it on my belt clip, opened my belt, and whop, right in. This particular phone was not a floater, so to speak. It went right to the bottom. Lucky for me, though, there was a used condom in there, and it was filled with semen, so they rescued it. Anyway, thank you. I was driving by a school the other day, and I saw this sign, speed limit, 25 miles an hour when children are present. Now, how the fuck do I know if children are present? Should I go in and take attendance? And if they are present, who decided 25 miles an hour is an acceptable speed for a child to be run over? You know, I mean, 27 miles an hour, the kid could be killed, but I guess 25 miles an hour, the car just bounces off. You know, the kids are fat today, but it's still got to hurt a little. Another sign I saw by the same school said, drug-free school zone. Yeah, these kids have it pretty good. When I went to school, I used to pay for my drugs. But I guess the free drugs do help when these fat kids are hit by the slow-moving cars. But really, it's got to be tough going to school these days. I mean, a lot of stuff happens now that just didn't happen when I was a kid. I mean, you have teachers having sex with the students. I mean, okay, I might have enjoyed that as a child, but it's probably not for everyone. You have gang violence, school shootings. You know, I guess those wedgies I used to get freshman year really weren't that bad after all. And once I stopped wearing underwear, well, the homeroom teacher had no choice but to stop giving them to me. Anyway, I was dating a girl a while back, and should have known it wasn't going to work out. I met her on Match.com. On her profile, it said her favorite hobby was reading biographies of famous people. You know, as opposed to what? All those best-selling biographies of unknown people? But we went out a few times anyway, and one night she even brought over a bottle of wine for us to have with dinner. It had a screw-off cap. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a wine snob. But she had the nerve to ask me if I wanted to smell the cap before we drank it. I said, that's okay, honey. I don't think that's necessary. I'm pretty sure the bottle has a scratch-and-sniff label. Yeah, she said she brought it over special in case I didn't have a corkscrew. Now, excuse me, what kind of a functioning alcoholic would I be if I didn't have a corkscrew? I was insulted. I was even more insulted when she said she also brought over her vibrator in case I didn't have an erection. I'll have you good people know, I always have an erection. Well, don't look right this minute, ma'am. I don't have one right now. You know, I could, but I found a pill that takes care of that. It does the exact opposite of Viagra. It's called Niagara. Let me show you how it works. Don't worry, I'll use my finger. I don't want to knock anybody's eye out here. Viagra rises. Niagara falls. Now I know why so many newlyweds want a honeymoon at my penis. I just hope they don't try to go over in a barrel, though. It's quite a drop. Anyway, before I get out of here, let me let you guys in on a little dating secret. If a guy takes out a girl, and the next day tells people, you know, she was nice, but there was just no chemistry, what he really means to say is, hey, I bought her dinner, but she didn't blow me. Now, ladies, you can avoid this from happening by getting this little task out of the way on the first date. bear with me. Think about it. Some point during the first date, I don't know, maybe there's a lull in the conversation, you administer head, well, that whole awkward first kiss moment later is going to seem like nothing. I know. You like to wait what you think is a respectable amount of time before you do that, maybe the third date. But by the third date, you can really start to like the guy. Isn't it better to find out on the first date if he's hung like a Ken doll? Only thinking of you. I know if he's hung like a Ken doll, it doesn't matter because why? Size doesn't matter. You ever notice the girls say size doesn't matter? Only think guys could use a hula hoop for a cock ring? On that note, I got to try to get to the hula hoop store before they close. Thank you very much.
Bill Cella, everybody, Bill Cella.